Okay? Obviously, at T naught here, that's when the money was borrowed. And that amount is X. Okay, sorry, it's not X, let's call it T. Okay? A certain amount was borrowed. Then, 6 months from there, okay, here, so we have got T6. The first payment is made at T6, okay, because the person says starting 6 months from now. 6 months from where? From T naught, okay? It's 6 months, because T naught, that's the day when the person goes to the bank to borrow the money. That's where T naught is. So 6 months from there, we get to T naught. Now, how many of you, I'm just want to ask this question. What is the difference between the T's and the months? On a timeline, what is the difference between TN? When I say TN, I'm talking about T naught, T1, T2, T3, and the number of months. Huh? Did you understand my question? I'm saying, on a timeline, what is the difference between the TNs and, okay, the months? If I were to ask you, how do you, okay, let's say, can you write a formula to connect the months and the TNs? How would you write it?
So isn't T the payments?
And then?
So it depends on how it's compounded. So if it's compounded monthly, then 12 T's would be 1 month. I mean 1 year.
12 T's. What about that T naught?
Isn't T not the day the loan is altered?
Yeah, but when you're dealing with questions on investments, do you include or exclude it?
Excluded because you don't go paying a month later.
Ah, that's right. When you're doing questions on investments, do you include T naught? Like in the case where the person goes to Old Mutual, if they want to open a retirement annuity fund, on the day they sign the paper, they deposit some money. Are you going to include it?
On the years.
Yeah. So, in general, what's the difference between the two? I'm talking about months, not the quarters, because generally, in real life, okay, in real life, you make payments per month. Okay, so I'm talking about a scenario like this one where you have got your TNs and you've got your months. Okay, if I'll give you an example, if I would ask you, how do you determine, say, the number of months if you have got, say, T5, but T naught is excluded?
Will not be.
So, yeah, so you need to understand that, let's say a month, if you check a month, where is the month? The month is the time period between, say, T naught and what? And T1. That's what? 1 month. All right? Then your second month will be between T2 and what? And T1. Right? The third month between what? Between T3 and what? And T2. So here the question is saying starting 6 months from now. So where do your 6 months end? The 6 months end here. Towards at the beginning of where we have got T6, where you are starting the 7th month. So if a payment is made here and we are dealing with a loan, it means that the T naught is excluded, right? But when you are dealing with number of months, between T naught and T1, that's your first month, T1 and T2, that's your second, and so on. So your number of payments, because you are dealing with a loan, you don't include what? T0. So when you count, you start from T1 up to where? Up to where? Up to T6. So in terms of n, how many n's are you gonna have? 5 or 6? It will be what? No, the person is gonna make a payment here. Remember, the payment is made at the end of the month. Okay? It's not made at the beginning of the month. It's made at the what? At the end of the month. So your n is gonna be 6 minus 1 because this T0 is not included because we are dealing with the what? With a loan. So for the question, when you are calculating your balance outstanding, remember, here, what are you trying to calculate? You are trying to calculate the amount borrowed. That is what? P. Okay? That is P. So, a specific amount of money P was borrowed. Okay? And then we use the compound interest formula. Right? And this must give us, because remember we are dealing with a delayed payment of a loan, so we use the present value formula. So it will be x times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to the power of minus n. Right? I prefer to call this one n1 and to call that one n2 to avoid confusion. Right? And that is all over I. So, no payment is made at T0. The first payment is made at T6. Okay? So, how many number of payments? It's going to be what? 5. Alright? Then, you want to calculate this P. Because that's the amount what? Borrowed. So, this becomes P will be equal to all this. Right? If I substitute here, it's 1,000 times 1 minus 1 plus. The interest rate is 10%, so that will be 0.105 over 12. Right, raise the power of, now, my N2 is the number of payments which was made, which is what? 48. So that will be minus 48 all over the I, that's 0.105 over 12. We are going to divide all this. We'll divide all that by whatever is going to be there. Okay? So, you do the division, you will get 1 plus 0.105 over 12 raised to the power of what? Of 5. So if you simplify that, what do you get?
37,392.
You get P equal to
37,392.
392.54. Okay. So be very careful with that end. Right. Be very careful. I wanted to make sure that I emphasize this.